Hi, and welcome to adding an activity to Nature Rocks Texas. I'm going to show you how to add an activity and show you what it looks like once it is loaded up onto the website. This is what the new website looks like, and this is the home page. And today we're going to be focusing on play, which is where families can find the activities and things to do in their community. This is what it will look like once you've added it on there. Everything is listed by date. Families can search for things in their zip code. They can set the distance from 1 mile to 100 miles, as far as they want to go. I'll just show you kind of how that zooms in. So at 1 mile from the zip code here, there's not anything going on. Let's take that back out to 20. And then we can see that there's some activities going on. It looks like this weekend there's quite a few things going on, so that's awesome. And then let's say if they want to click on one of these, looks like something they want to do. Then it goes to the page that gives them even more information about it. So there's the when, the where, the description, what ages, and then a link away to their website. Families can also search it by date or by age. So all of these components are important to make sure that you are filling them in correctly on the back end so that families can search for the things that they are really interested in doing. All right, so on partner login, if you already have a login and an account, you'll just go to email and remember your password and you'll sign in. If you're not a partner yet, you will create an account. Fill out all the boxes here, just very simple, straightforward. And then down here at the bottom, you will tell us that you're not a robot. And an email will be sent to us. We are very careful to vet and make sure that we are not getting spam or organizations that don't share our goal and mission to connect children and families with the outdoors. So once you have been vetted, an email will come back to you saying that you are ready to go and can start loading your activities and green spaces on the website. So I'm going to go ahead and log in. And my login will look slightly different than yours, but I'm going to show you here what yours will look like, and it's very, very easy to follow. So you won't have access to this. When you're ready to add something to the website, you will have access to activity, green space, and then your own partner page. So for this one, we're just going to add an activity. And as you add the activity, you're just going to follow all the boxes here, and that's what's going to help it show up nice and pretty on the front end, like I showed you. All right, so I have I printed out a couple things here, and so when you're ready to add an activity, make sure you have either the flyer that you're working off of, the websites that you want to either cut and paste from. Get all your materials together so that it's easier for you to find and you can speed right through this. So this program that I'm going to be adding for the Austin Nature and Science Center is called Art in Nature. I don't have an email contact for them that they sent, so I'm just going to go ahead and go to the title of their website. And I'm going to copy and paste their URL right here. and they are the Austin Nature and Science Center. I've already typed this in one time, so it automatically populates, which will help you kind of speed through things. So this program includes a hike, some wildlife observation, and let's see what else it includes here. A couple other things. So in the things to do, you can select all types of activities that children and family will be doing during this program. So make sure you focus on just what's going to happen during this program. So this is an educational program. I'm going to hold down my control button because they are doing a couple different things. They are also watching wildlife and hiking and walking. This particular program is for children 5 through 8. So I'm going to hold down the control button again and click on both of those so you can select as many of the age ranges as you want. So to add a photo, the easiest thing to do is you'll see here that 2 megabytes is the largest file that you can include. So if you already have something that's either on Facebook or on social media or on the web, it's probably condensed down small enough to be a good image to use there. So I'm going to go to the Austin Nature and Science Center. They have a photo here. I'm going to say save this image. And I'm going to put this in my downloads. And I'm going to call it something that I remember. So that's saved over there. And now I'm just going to go back over here to add an activity. And I'm going to go to my downloads. And where did it go? Oh, here it is. So I'm going to open that. I'm going to tell it to upload. And there's my photo. The location name is the Austin Nature and Science Center. The street address from them, and I already have that printed out here. I've already typed it in one time, so it automatically comes up. They are in Austin. If you have a good street address, you don't have to worry about longitude and latitude. That will automatically populate for you, and that's what centers you and puts you on the map. Their phone number, they provided a phone number here for me, so, and I already typed it in one time, so it automatically comes up. So this is really handy if you're adding multiple events, you know, so you don't have to retype a whole bunch of this stuff, and it'll just automatically populate for you. This event does require a reservation, so I'm going to click that field so that people know they have to register. You're going to put the web address in here twice, and I'll show you what that looks like on the back end and why we do that. So the description. It's best to either cut and paste this from a website or type it in. It is not good to cut and paste this from a Microsoft Word document. Let me show you what happens here. I'm going to cut, I typed this in earlier, I'm going to cut it and paste it over here. So it looks okay when I paste it there. Let me show you what it actually looks like. It arrives with a bunch of text around it, all of this right here. So you can do two things. See how this is all this gibberish down here underneath it, when really all I want is nature. This is for Nature Rocks. You can either delete all that, but you have to remember to delete it, otherwise it will show up very funny. or you can simply type it in or bring it over from another website so you can cut it and paste it. If you have Microsoft Word, you will also have OneNote. You can bring it over from OneNote. I think it's also called Notepad on some versions. And OneNote comes in free of all the gibberish. So there's a couple different ways, and I'll show you that again. You can either go to OneNote, and the icon looks like this. You can cut and paste it from if it's on a website. This one unfortunately is on a PDF, so I couldn't cut and paste it from there. Or you can type it in, and so I'll type in what they have here. And I'll type in the rest later, so it's kind of a longer paragraph. But do make sure that when you are typing this in that you keep it short, to the point. What are they going to be doing? And remember, you don't have to include all the other stuff that's captured in all of these other fields. So really this description is just what kind of fun are they going to be having and what can they look forward to when they're out there. Or do you want to give them special instructions like make sure they wear sturdy footwear? Do they need to bring bottled water? Do they need to bring a hat or sunscreen or anything specific like that? Okay, so this event takes place in February of 2016. So I'm going to go to February. I'm going to select my year up here. And it happens on the 15th. And it also ends on the same day. And it starts at 8 a.m. and it ends at 5 p.m. This event is a one-time deal, so I'm just going to leave it like that. But if it did repeat, then you have all of these options down here of how to make this repeat. So if you have a hike that's every Saturday, you can indicate it here. You can say something happens daily, weekly, monthly, or yearly. So maybe you have an annual event that you have on the same time every year. You can set how many weeks it repeats for, how many occurrences. Maybe it happens 4 times and then it's done. So you can set that. You can end it on a certain day. So if it's a 3-month program and you just want it to go out to a certain day, you can put that. And then let's say there's a holiday somewhere in the occurrence, you can exclude a certain date as well. So we've really changed this to more accurately reflect the programs that are out there. So this one doesn't repeat, so I'm just going to leave it like that. And I'm going to go to preview. So you want to just check for everything. There's my picture, there's the ages, my short description, the types of things to do, website, it's all selected, the address looks good, phone number is good, times and date are good. You tell it to save. And you have just added an activity. So here it is on the map. Here's the when it happens, where it happens. The phone number here is live, so if someone is using a mobile device, they can hit that number and call right from there, so they don't have to type it in. There's a short description, and I'll go back and change that so it looks prettier later. The things to do, all listed here. Here's the ages. It tells me that reservations are required, and the website for the Austin Nature and Science Center. We also added this feature, so if somebody wants to share this immediately with on their social media, they can. You can just click on any one of those, or you can, there's all of these different ones that are available to share it on. You can see there's just a ton. And that is adding an activity.